Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, football fans, to yet another show of The Basement. With me is Mike Ayo. We're here to talk about football. And our first issue this week is Hull City was in Kenya. It's beginning to get exciting when we start seeing, European teams come into Kenya. We had Everton here. We now have Hull. We had a team that had gone to Hull last time. And I just want to know, in your opinion, was it a good show? Was Kenya embarrassing? Did we hold our own? How would you rate that game?
I think it was very good on many levels. First, the stadium was filled.
Okay.
Two, Gor put up a very good show, passing the ball, showing what Kenyan talent looks like, or African talent. And I think generally we have players like Francis Kahata who really impressed players like George Odhiambo. But I'm happy.
But he's a striker and he didn't score.
No, wingers, they did well. Let's agree that they showed some schemes of brilliance.
Okay. Mike, what's your view?
I agree with Ayo. The aim of the game was to expose our local football to international experience. So to that extent, the objective was met. It was a good showing from Gor Mahia. And after years of dominating the Kenya Premier League, it was good to see them at least take on a team from England and play to that level.
So what does this mean? Gor held its own versus a Hull team that had about 9 players from their first team.
Yes.
True, it's a championship team, but still it's something. What does this mean for Kenyan football? Are we improving? Are we somewhere? Should we begin getting excited? Or should we be sad that we cannot beat a championship team?
I think one thing we can pick out from that game is that we have a lot of potential in the country.
Okay.
We have a lot of potential on the continent in Africa generally. But I believe potential has to meet opportunity, and something we need to question our integrity. Why is it that our young people are not getting to the level where they can play football or sports professionally and make a living out of it?
Okay.
Or they're doing it now, but I mean, just to stand on their own and their 2 feet and get it to be an economy in the country.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
They say Rome wasn't built in a day. So it will be, we should not expect to be at the level of Barcelona, Real Madrid. I mean,
but we've been building this Rome for years, not a few months. We've been talking about the issue of potential for years now, since the 90s when would sniff the Africa Cup. I think we even made it through. When would sniff, like there's an opportunity to get to the World Cup. We talked about this potential over and over. When Oliech came up and the whole country was going wild. When, who was this before Oliech? What is his name? That was a son who plays. Musa Otieno has a son who plays in the Belgium team. What's his name now?
Oh, Origi.
His father, Michael Koth. Those days, we kept talking about this potential. So what's happened?
I think what has let us down from that potential has to be blamed on management. Whenever you have potential, you really have to manage it well. And so how you bring it out is probably where we have failed. And for management, you really need a lot of character and integrity. So as to be able to, get the best out of what you're stewarding over. For us as a country, I think the management has really let us down. Aspects of trustworthiness, aspects of corruption still crop up. Age cheating, someone like Ayo will probably make it to the under 12 team or something. So we really need to look at that.
And it makes sense. I mean, you constantly see in scripture, Proverbs is full of verses that are encouraging integrity and character. When Paul is giving criteria for those who are to be elders or pastors, and it's basically those who are going to hold position of leadership, character and integrity seem to be a key thing. But why is it that for us, when it comes to sports here, character and integrity is not the main thing we look for? It's who do you know? How powerful are you?
Sadly, that's the situation, and I believe as Christians, that's something that we should pick up and run with, because we find ourselves in different positions of influence, and I think then we should make sure that
we're able to be change agents in those places.
In those years, so that at least we can make the path smooth for those young people who would probably benefit from our integrity.
Okay.